brutality this time around was from an inspector of police shooting indiscriminately against Iboja that led to his death. The circumstances around that particular story that led to his death. The circumstances around that particular story is still something. There hasn't been any clear thought about the situation, about what happened, because video circulating on social media showed that Iboja, as of that day he was killed, on Friday the 27th. Apparently, was at the police anti-cult environment. You know, you could see in the video with him and his entourage. So after that, what happened? The police says they are investigating the matter, but even up until this moment, the inspector who was involved in that shooting has been dismissed and been put into custody. But is that even enough? We have Barrister Sidi Ogbe, who has been following this issue and other issues as it relates to police brutality and the attendance issues. Barrister Chukwunonso Ogbe is live with us. Good to have you. Good morning.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. My pleasure.
Another unfortunate incident, one that you would say that, where do we go from here about this development?
Anyway, what I will say is that the last is yet to be heard as far as the circumstances surrounding the untimely demise, or better still, the gruesome murder of Iboja is concerned. And I can assert emphatically that it's only when the defendant, or better still accused person in this case, is given an opportunity to give his evidence in court, that's when we will now, to a great extent, be in a better position to know what actually happened. Apart from the defendant, because I would no longer refer to him as a suspect, being that he has been arraigned in court and he has accordingly been remanded in custody. Going by, I believe he must have volunteered his statements before he was arraigned in court. And from the statements which he volunteered, vis-a-vis the line of statements which he volunteered, vis-a-vis the line of action that the prosecution will took in presenting that, and be in a better position to have a glimpse, or better still, an idea of what must have transpired on the 27th of October, when the young man died in a circumstance, shrouded in controversy. But I think the demise of Iboja is somewhat controversial in the sense that this will not be referred to as a case of extrajudicial killing in the true sense of it, in the sense that, to the best of our knowledge, he wasn't actually arrested. As you rightly pointed out from the introductory remarks you made, from the video clips in circulation in various social media platforms, he went to the anti-cults unit of the Nigerian police force here in Enugu State on that fateful day. And we could see him in the midst of even the leader of that particular outfit, who has now redeployed from what we are made to understand, in the person of now SP Chidobe Ekeleme. So there was this joyous environment. And I wouldn't hold brief for the defendant, because the matter to a great extent is sub judice. But let's wait and see what happens at the end of the day, so that by the time we hear the stories of both parties, we will be able to make an informed decision. But we now say that maybe because of that confrontation, then the young man was killed, except if some other development took place in that environment, which we are not privy to. But as I said, let's wait and see what happens, because both the state, in this case, contextually, the prosecution, and then the defendants, they will have their days in court. They will come forward to tell their stories, and necessary questions will be asked for the world to actually know whether there was a case of premeditated murder or a case of carelessness on the part of the officer who is now facing trial. So, or maybe that the officer acted based on the spur of the moment, or that he acted based on circumstances beyond his control. We will know at the end of the day, but it's quite an unfortunate one. So I won't, as I noted earlier, I won't actually tag this. That when the officers were happy, we saw some of them dancing, and there's another video clip that I saw. I wouldn't know that video clip also emanated from that environment, where the deceased, while plying his trade with members of his group, he was seated on a chair, and there are some drinks on top of the table. So I wouldn't know I wouldn't know if fair hearing would be well respected in the course of the adjudication of the suit. So that